12:18. Neighbors are being loud. And I know I'm kind of loud sometimes, but really not that much. But hi guys, it's Luna, and I went on Twitter because I haven't been on Twitter for a long time. Went on Twitter for like 2.5 seconds, and I already found something I hated, and I gotta tell you about it because I read it because I wanted to give it a chance. There was nothing I could do, and I got so... Tell you what it is. If you didn't know, I'm a comic book fan. I like reading comic books. I listen to Comic Storian when I'm just like doing whatever. I enjoy that content. I love Marvel, DC, all of that. Even just, different comic books that aren't from the major brands. They're good, in my opinion. Sometimes Marvel can just disappoint me, though, in a way that I don't know if I can recover from anymore. So let's talk about it. There was a new issue of What If that came out, and it was very close to Juneteenth. I don't know when it came out, but it was too close for comfort, in my opinion. And it was like, what if Miles Morales was Thor, pretty much? And I was like, oh, that's actually really interesting, and I kind of want to see like how that works out. Are we a joke to you? Are we, as black people, are we a joke to you? Because what is this? I have it on my screen right here. What is this bullshit? Now, to start off, by the way, art, fan-fucking-tastic. Skin tones on point. That is not the problem. I blame nothing from the artists or how everything was depicted, even though Rainbow Bridge was pretty. I'm not mad at you. Y'all just did your job. The writers, all of these very white-looking writers, maybe some one of them is mixed, but I don't care. So there was no black person in the room. You can't convince me, bro. The stars shine upon the realm of gods, forged mighty battles with his squad. Where's the lightning go after the wars are won? What victories lie for the son of sons? He's got the style and he's got the flair to boot. With his kicks, he is in hot pursuit. He has Jordans with Mjolnir. I can never pronounce it. The fucking hammer as like I'm gonna show you. Old enough to know that he don't know it all. He wants to have a ball before the fall. All his dream from the clouds above. He brings the thunder. He brings the thunder. Best believe it, bruv.
Do you remember any of the rap that you did?
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble. Riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6'2" in a compact, no slack.
That's not even American term. I'm pretty sure a lot of black people in not Europe, but like the UK use that term, like bruv. We don't. That's not a normal AAVE here. Wrong blacks. So I could read you more, and I might just to piss you guys off as much as I am. As you can see, they were just like, let's make the thing rhyme. Let's do all. But you know what? I was trying to still give it a chance. Cause I'm like, maybe people are overreacting of like, this is super bad. Like, it's just so shit. And I'm like, maybe they're overreacting. Okay, so it's like some weird AVE type rhyming, using dope, bruv, squad, as if he's in Brooklyn, like he's not still in Asgard. Because don't get me wrong, this is not like he's in Brooklyn and he's Thor. He's in Asgard and he's Thor. But apparently Asgard is just blackity black if there's black people there. Because black people can't. Okay. And so I'm like, okay, well, what else? At first I thought in this first panel, oh, they're in Brooklyn. But then I'm like, wait a minute, they're not in Brooklyn. This is Asgard. See, you didn't know if the blacks take over, just graffiti everywhere. It's just gonna look like the hood, just ghetto. Shoes hanging from. We're a joke to them. There's no way it's got past anybody who was actually African American. Like, even at one point, even if you're just cool with people doing shit like this, you gotta be like, bro, this isn't gonna work. This is not going to bode well for you. Or a safe space and Snowflake, remember that? Let's not do that again. I don't know, all of this just feels like a microaggression. Are you guys not seeing it? How there's all of a sudden hella black people? Like, I get it's Asgard and whatnot, but maybe I'll give it like they thought it's Asgard's, you know what I mean? Because Asgard was mainly white people, so maybe that's just what I'm like, okay, fine. you know? Also, why he's wearing a hoodie at this point doesn't really make sense. Is he wearing like the hood shit? Why does he have random tattoos on? Do you think all the blacks would just have tattoos? Thor didn't even have tattoos. It would make sense that Thor would have tattoos. Who did the tattooing? Does that mean that he just went to Brooklyn and brought Brooklyn like back to Asgard? I don't get what's going on here. And it all just seems like you just took a bunch of black stereotypes, put them into one thing, and that the blacks would be happy about it. Now, the Hawk girl, the Valkyrie girl, she's literally the only reason I liked this. She's one of the only reasons, honestly, because she's bad as fuck. Now, I am mad that they literally just made her wear sweatpants, which I'm just like, okay, so is this, like, is she at track meet? Or is this Asgard? Like, explain that. Why is she wearing sweatpants? Those are fucking sweatpants. You cannot convince me that shit isn't sweatpants. Even if it's like like how Thor, you know, went back to Asgard at one point after his banishing or after that shit happens, it still doesn't make any fucking sense. Why would he just bring his whole culture back and everybody's just like, oh yeah, unless you're making it as if this is just how it was, or this is how it is if the blacks took over. Bro, like, this is not what anybody expects, nor does this make any fucking sense. She's still bad as fuck. I'd smash. I want that. Like, I want her. Like, I want her more. Like, if she continues on, then I'm cool with this at that point. But if she doesn't, then if you leave her in the dust, even the AAVE and the vernacular, like, I get it. It does sound like blacks, but it sounds like blacks in America. There are different blacks and we all speak differently. It sounds like this man came straight from Brooklyn. And just the tone depth of like, oh, all blacks just sound like that because of reasons. We talk the way we talk because of the earth. Because that's in a specific place on earth. In America. That is why. Because of slavery. Because of all of that. If this person grew up in Asgard, it doesn't matter if they're black or not. They wouldn't be talking like that. Especially when everyone else doesn't fucking talk like that. It doesn't matter if you've been around a black for 2 minutes. You're not going to automatically start talking like that. You see how fucking Thor didn't just get rid of his fucking accent after being years with the Avengers and shit. He didn't get rid of his accent because that's not how shit fucking works. You don't get rid of your British accent all of a sudden because you're in America for 2 weeks. Like, they want this smoke. I don't feel bad about even shitting on this. They want this fucking smoke. Like, what the fuck is this? Loki being the uncle is the one thing where I'm just like, that also can work, because even though doesn't make any sense, and there's a whole thing of like what's happening with Loki as a character in this sense, because Loki was like a kid, wasn't he? That was like stolen, and that was like a whole thing. Was that not a whole storyline in the comics? Maybe I haven't read the Thor comics, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of time I had to like stop and compare shit from the comics, but I'm pretty sure Loki's like not Odin's son. That's the whole thing. So does that mean like you guys just want this to be Black Panther? Because like, what's happening? Did like Odin's dad get Loki and that's what it is, or did Odin grab Loki still but just made him his brother? And why would he do that? Again, is this black like brother thing, or like not my family but you're my family? But it doesn't make any sense, and there's no rhyme or reason to it, and it's not adding up, and it's not being explained. I feel like in the next issue it's still not going to be explained. And again, Loki doesn't sound like that for whatever reason, but he, like, I don't care. And the hammer has graffiti on it. Do you think black people just keep graffiti on us? I've been black. I have black family members. I've never graffitied something in my fucking life. Do you think we just keep it on us? Even the Rainbow Bridge has like the little fucking scaffold things holding it up. For what? It doesn't make any sense. What is this, for aesthetic purposes? Which doesn't make any sense because the way everything else looks, why you just wanted to hang the shoes from there? You just took all of the fucking, not even attributes, all of the stereotypes from black people and gave it. By the way, you're not gonna see any of Miles' Latino culture in here because they don't know Mexicans. You see, the Mexicans, we don't know them. You know, sure, he's not Afro-Latino apparently. I don't know if his mom is his mom in this, because she kind of looks black. She could be black or just like a darker skinned Latino woman. I don't know. We don't know because we have no indication that this man is Latino in any way, shape, or form. So they just erased that part of him because they just want to make him black. And he black. I am black. I guess for Juneteenth, I don't know. Also, why he looks like he's about to like go, shoot hoops with his friends at all times. I just don't get that. It's like they wanted it to be Black Panther, but they couldn't do Black Panther, so they need to make something similar, but not the same. I just don't get it. And what they did to Loki in that winter scene? Why does he have a pimp jacket on? I'm looking at that shit right now on my other screen. That's a fucking, he might as well just have a pimp cup. Just give him a pimp cup. Because at this point, why? I don't know. Even if that's normal, it just still feels like a microaggression. It doesn't matter. Anything they do at this point just feels like a fucking microaggression. I just can't. So tell me why the Frost Giants, I believe that's what they're called, the Frost Giants look like the Gross Sisters. Why do they have braids? Do you think that everybody who is black or any person who is in like the same vicinity as black people in a black society just becomes black? Or do you think white people just don't exist? They're Frost Giants. They don't need that image of the Frost Giant with the mouth open you know what that looks like. I know that's not there was not their intention, but you know how that fucking looks like, bro. I don't know. Like that was not their intention. That's a reach right there. I'm telling you that right now. But like, come on. The club joke, I get a second chin for that one. And the whole story with Loki and him trying to kill Odin by using, the boy, and I get that. If you want to read the story, you can. I'm actually going to leave. No, if you ask me for the link to it, I'll give you the link to it. But it's really easy to find. I'm bootlegging all of it because fuck you if you think no. I might purchase one just for like a laugh and keep it in my room, like hung, like this is the most racist thing they've ever done. That's not a lie. They've done worse, but yeah, it was a decent story if they just didn't have all the bullshit and like time to spin these hits. Now that's a banger. Right up to your face and diss you. And now see, when you get into the room with the other people in this area they have, it looks nice. It looks like, oh, this looks like the Asgard I want on the outside, not Hoodlum City. It's just like regular palace, them having like a whole thing where like that. That's actually really fucking dope, but we're not getting that. We're getting coonery and buffoonery, and I just don't get why. Anyways, there was one more thing I wanted to talk about in this. This is real. I'm gonna show you too. Ain't no party like an Asgard party, because Asgard party don't stop. Is he 100? Like, when did he go to the US? Where did he learn that? Do you think all black people just picked that up out of nowhere? I think he makes a Missy Elliott reference in this too. Is this like party Thor, like in the What If episode on the show? Or like, make it make sense at any point. Just make it make fucking... It just gets so hard to be a black fan of anything. Comic books, movies, TV shows, video games, anime. It's always just like something just feels like it's like it's prejudiced or just wants to start a race war or something. And I can't mentally do this anymore. So this was disappointing. This was actually very offensive. It was irritating. It just felt like they took a bunch of stereotypes of black people and what black people may say and put it in this thing that didn't really make sense. It doesn't even make sense of why he's saying all this, because where is he getting his vernacular from? Obviously he didn't grow up with it, and again, black people's vernacular doesn't just stick to you because reasons. I know white people that made sticky bangs and shit, they'll have you believe that. That's not how it fucking works. And there are different black people with different vernaculars and different speeches and different speech patterns, and somebody that's from like Africa might speak a lot different than someone that's from like Jamaica, that's like somebody that's from the UK, that's like someone that's from America. All blacks aren't the fucking same. And even when he grew up in Brooklyn, it just doesn't make any sense that he would just be this caricature of a black that writ this thing. And I just was crying, hoping one of them was black. That there was one blackie in the room to be like, maybe they gave them bad advice. Maybe they said this was okay. I found none of them that I could see that were black. And they just erased any Latino in this boy. Like, that just doesn't exist, or it's just not a part of him. But the black part, don't. Ever again. This pissed me off. And I'm way less angry because it is 12 o'clock in the morning. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. I've been talking for like 30 minutes about this bullshit, and I refuse to give this any more of my time. But yeah, thank you for watching. Be gay and do crime. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.